Hi everyone, this reading is by request. This is about who is my enemy and how do I deal with them. So, first of all, I would like to preface this with the fact that Child Magical came out as a bottom of the deck energy, the light attribute. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. A song was channeled with this card, Love Wins by Carrie Underwood. I think it's very important to remember this type of energy. Yes, unfortunately, some people do become our enemies at certain points in our lives, in our journeys, in our evolution. But it doesn't mean you have to be enemies forever. Granted, I have not seen your cards yet, so I don't know your situation. The fact that this came out as a bottom of the deck energy and that song was also channeled shows that to me. And it was also an idea that I had before I even started this reading, because I don't like the word enemy. And if you knew some of the shit that I've been through in my life, you'd be surprised that I don't. But I don't. I really don't. We all have a dark side. Sometimes it can manifest in evil ways. Sometimes it can take over. Sometimes we're functioning from it because we're hurt. There's so many different scenarios. So, that's my rant before I give you the information you came for. So, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Start with 1. Himalayan salt chunk, all of them. All of them are. Which is purifying, so let's start with the tarot of what's going on. So, you've decided to leave someone behind. Strongly feels like a romantic relationship, could be a friendship. But the fact that you've left them behind and you're doing so well has pissed them off. I feel like now they want to fight you. They're jealous. They're mad that they're not included. They're mad you wanted to leave them behind. But it was good that you did, with the 4 of Wands being here. Also, there's a lot of wands, a lot of action, a lot of fighting, it feels like. Even if it's just energetic, like if you ever feel drained or negative thoughts are coming into your brain quite frequently, it could be this person's energy affecting you. It's amazing to think about what happens in the non-physical realms just with energy, especially when you have an energy attachment to another person, which leads me to energetic cords. Please look into cord cutting. There's YouTube videos for it. You can also do it in your own way, but you need to cut the energetic cord with this person because, yeah, they're real pissed. They don't want to let go. But you do need to let go in order to live, like, your best life. This 4 of Wands is very positive here. But all these wands show to me a lot of anger, a lot of action, a lot of fighting. So, let's keep going, okay? Oh. So, your enemy, let's just move this here for a second. These further clarify the message, which is beautiful. We got the shadow attribute of the Father and the shadow attribute of the King. So for some of you, it's a romantic, dominantly masculine energy that you're leaving behind. And for some of you, it's your father that doesn't want to let you go. Even if he's not in your life, there may be an energetic cord there, especially because of your DNA. I mean, that's a cord. Can be, at least. So, those can be harder. Depends on your situation. But, you know, we've got dictatorial control, abuse of authority, and we've got excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. For some of you, it was a romantic partner that was just like your father. You're dealing with cutting the ties of your father and this person. But yeah, like I said, you're going to be living your best life. You just need to cut the cords and stop fighting. I know this triggers a lot for you, especially because it has to deal with the father wound. But it's also an opportunity for healing. Okay, well, we're definitely... Yeah, okay. I want you to be able to see them all. At least partially. So it feels like you're dealing with some legal proceedings for some, if not most of you. Not all of you, but your patience will be rewarded. Keep being the bigger person is what I'm hearing. If it's not legal, maybe it's like you're moving out of a house. I feel like some of you are moving out of this house, whether it's your father's home or I'm hearing husband's home. I'm hearing a small group of you, it's boyfriend's home, or the home that you shared together. But keep persevering. Your patience will be rewarded. Like, yes, this person is going to continue to give you a hard time. This 9 of Wands. And work on cutting the energetic cords, but at the same time, just when you have to deal with them, be the bigger person. Because they're not going to be. They're clearly not going to be. And I know that this is difficult because they have a strong energetic attachment. This lilac fire dragon, it further clarifies the need to be the bigger person. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. It doesn't matter what they're doing to trigger you. They're trying to trigger you because they don't want you to leave. And it feels like they know you really well. They know how to trigger you. But if you can remain pure of heart, and I'm not saying like be super nice to them and show them lots of love. I'm saying like set healthy boundaries. Find a way for them not to be able to affect your energy. Even if that's just with headphones. Like, get creative with your boundaries. Whatever you can do to separate their energy from yours. But do it in love. Don't do it in anger. Don't keep fighting. I feel like you've been fighting and they've been triggering you, and it's totally understandable with all these wands. But if you could focus on loving yourself, you know, like you don't want to be drained. I know you don't. I know you want this to be over. And you have a really great life that's going to happen for you as long as you can be patient. Okay? Focus on that self-love. Fighting with this person or these, you know, feels like for some of you could be, like I said, your father and a partner, these people. It's only draining you. So show your self-love by cutting them off. Don't even let them get to you. And if it takes you a while, it takes you a while. For some of you, this is going to be a process. It's not going to happen overnight. But there's so much healing here that wants to happen for you. This great new life. Your final card is, look at this. Now you are independent and free. Like that inner wild woman that you have. I really feel like all of you are women. Or you want to let that wild female side of you free. You know, that wild primal. Like Artemis. She runs wild, naked in the forest with all these animals who are her companions because they can sense her purity of spirit. And you're not going to be alone forever. That's a really important message for you. But for a while, you need to be alone for a while. You need to experience the peace, hope, and joy of being truly independent and free. Yeah, another bottom of the deck energy is the Fool. It's the new beginning. This new beginning is already in the process of happening for you. I'm also being drawn to this as the bottom of the deck energy. Finish what you've started. If you've started to move out, but you're not sure. If you started to fill out those divorce papers, but you're not sure. You know, like if you kind of keep, I'm hearing the word teetering, finish it. Do it for you. You deserve to live your best life. And these people are holding you back, or this person is holding you back. Oh, look at this underneath. Hello and goodbye. You'll soon see that this change will make things better. Another message. Bottom of the deck. An elder will teach you. You'll notice help will come in unexpected ways. Through unexpected people. Like, you're being supported. You're not really alone. These people in your life may have made you feel like you're alone, but you're not. And you'll start to see that more and more as you leave them and you leave their energy behind. Right. Two. Who is your enemy and how do you deal with them? Let's start with your tarot cards. Ace of Cups. Six of Wands. Justice and wow. Good wow. Justice in the world. What? Whoever you're dealing with, man, they get the short end of the stick. Pun, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, this is so positive. I'm just like, whoa. Wow, this is really great. Like, you're getting a whole new emotional beginning, and I'm feeling like because you had to deal with this person, it feels like one person or one big organization, like a legal battle or like a copyright, something legal. You versus something else that's one, like one organization or one strong person in your life. You versus another one. Whether it's one big group all working together or one strong energy in a person in your life, okay? But it's making you really strong emotionally is what I'm feeling. Like this Ace of Cups, it's like this is, believe it or not, dealing with this is a gift. You're becoming really strong. And this is the card of public recognition, which is why I was feeling the legality of it. Like, I believe in court. Oh, and the Justice card, that, of course, that makes sense. Yeah, in court, this is going to be settled in your favor. I actually would be surprised if any of you coming to this pile weren't dealing with something legal, whether it's like custody or divorce or copyright or, you know, how much money you're owed, etc. And this is going to complete this toxic cycle that you've been in, and you will be paid your dues. You are due. You are due to be paid in a good way, and justice will be served in your favor. I mean, look at, these are all extremely positive. Even this Ace of Cups, it's talking about you dealing with this very terrible situation is like making you really emotionally like amazing. You're just an emotionally amazing person because of this, and then you're gonna see this in your physical reality. So, wow. Okay, let's get to your oracle cards. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. Wow. So, this is kind of took a new twist. We're going to just feel this out. It's really interesting. In terms of who your enemy is, we've got the priest, the vampire, and the pioneer. Your enemy and how to deal with them. Okay, so I'm feeling a split here more. Like, you're the pioneer, and your enemy is like this priest vampire. Someone with a lot of authority. Potentially the patriarchal spiritual organizations. This feels like you're a part of spiritual warfare. And you may not have even gotten to these legalities yet, but you're being prepared for it with this Ace of Cups. I don't want to freak you out or anything. Like, if you feel as if You don't know who your enemy is, but you know that there's some type of enemy out there. It's like bigger than a person. I think that's why I was kind of feeling like it's like could be like a big organization. It feels like the patriarchal institution of religion, the kind that doesn't include women, that doesn't appreciate females. And granted, I do see that even within certain established systems, things are changing. And there are sometimes people within a system that don't like certain things that they see. So, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a draining, patriarchal, religious type of this dynamic that our society has been built on for thousands of years, that does not honor and respect women or the energy of the feminine. That's your enemy. So it's not a person, it's bigger than that. It's like an energy. It's the system. The system. It's like you're fighting the system. And this is manifesting through certain people, the energy. But it's more about that type of energy that you're fighting. You're being prepared for a very big mission is what I'm feeling here. Because you are a pioneer, you're meant to change it. You're meant to help balance this patriarchy with this matriarchy for like a healthy spiritual way of life. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Paul number 2. Let's keep going. Wow. Yeah, so basically, there are people that you're dealing with right now. This Ace of Cups, you know how I was saying it's making you stronger emotionally? So there are people that you're dealing with, but it's not about the specific person or people that you're dealing with. This energy, it's like locked in our energy grid, and it has been for thousands of years. And it's manifesting through people. It's like being programmed into their subconscious mind through the collective unconscious. I'd be happy to expand on that if you'd like. But, like I was saying, with this crystal yellow dragon, these enemies that you're encountering, this resistance, it's opening you to higher learning and wisdom. You're starting to understand people, why they do the things they do. I'm hearing how to win. And not in a sense of personal gain, in a sense of being a pioneer for collective healing the collective unconscious. Wow. Yeah, walk the higher spiritual path. Because you're a healer. You're healing the collective unconscious. So actually your enemy is this toxicity in the collective unconscious. There it is. So yeah, when you feel like your life force is being drained, it's because there's a battle between your pioneering spirit and this toxic patriarchal influence in the collective unconscious. Wow. You have the power to help and heal others. You have a very high calling. You have a very spiritual calling. So, from the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, you have complete commitment, and it's all right to be alone. Like, this card talks about the clownfish are purifying her of toxins. They're like, they're like sucking it out of her. That's what's happening for you right now. It's like all of these tough situations that you're dealing with, all of these people that you are perceiving as enemies, it's actually helping you to realize what the toxins are in yourself and others and the collective unconscious so you can heal them. So not only are you being purified, like I feel like your healing is very accelerated so you can be this pioneer. But you're also realizing, like, what are the toxins, so you can help heal them. You are feeling very alone, but you're supposed to be, so you can have this accelerated healing. It's all right to be alone right now, and I know you're sad, and I can feel that. But if you can try to find ways to enjoy being alone, it's best for your healing, and it's best for your mission. Wow. It's amazing. Okay. Wow. Whew. Great. Who is your enemy, and how do you deal with them? Start with your tarot. Oh. Okay. We've got the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Star reversed with the Magician. Oh. Whoever this person is, it feels like one person. They try to appear benevolent. Like they care a lot about status, about the way that they're seen, but it's false. They see that you have the magician's power. You're the real king or queen, okay, is what I'm feeling here. But they drain you so much of your energy while appearing to be benevolent that you are left in this hopeless type of energy when really you are a star. When really you're the King of Cups. Whether you're a man or a woman, okay? And this person who wants to seem benevolent towards you, it could be a man or a woman. I'm really feeling like it could be both. But it's like they're in like a domineering energy of like a bad king, you know what I mean? Like a conqueror who only thinks of himself. That type of king energy, whether they're like a woman or a man. They don't want you to realize how much power you have. That's what it is. You're the one with the power. It feels like they are feeding off of your power. So, I want you to still be able to see them though. There you go. This is them. That's just to be clear. And this is you. The reason why it came out upright though is because there's a clear message here that they want to appear like they have your best interest in mind is what I'm hearing. They really want to make it seem like that, but they don't. Real strong don't, okay guys? Right. Alright, this is your enemy. Inability to grow. Oh, it's a parent. I'll tell you in a sec. Oh. They're spying on you. Feels like you are distant from them in some way, and they're spying, with the detective being reversed. Interesting that you came to this reading with who is my enemy. Maybe you came into it not knowing, and now you're... Okay, anyway, let's get back to the... I'd love any comments about this pile if it's something different than what I'm saying, or similar. But you've got the shadow attribute of the detective, which is voyeurism and falsifying information. So I'm definitely feeling strong spying energy, invasion of privacy. They're spying on you through somebody else. They're spying on you through social media. And for some of you, this person is talking shit behind your back and saying things about you that aren't true to try and get more people on their team who are on yours. Yep. Or, you know, get more people on their team. Shadow attribute of the child eternal, inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. That's why I knew for a lot, if not all of you, it's a parent or someone who raised you. They want you to be dependent. They don't want you to grow up and be responsible. They want to tell you what to do. They want you to be dependent on them. Look, I don't make this shit up. Look at that shadow attribute. They don't like the way you shine without them. Ugh. Sorry, I really try not to be judgmental, but this is just really gross. Okay. Wow, I try not to be judgmental, and then I'm super judgmental. Oh well, I'm human. Please excuse me. I also feel for you. So with the share card, it feels like you're very generous, and this person like can't be happy without you, or they feel like they can't. Okay, like I mean, you can't be dependent on someone else for your happiness anyway. It's like false happiness. But that's what I'm getting from this card. This is like when you share, everyone feels happy. Like they feel like they can't be happy without you. That's why they want you to be dependent on them. They want this codependent relationship that you two have. But they don't have your best interest at heart. Okay. So, with this golden orange dragon being here, I feel like you're probably like, but I love my parent, or I love my parents, or I love my aunt who raised me, or I love my, foster parents, or what have you, okay? This card says, be a peaceful warrior, help those in need, remember your magnificence. There is a possibility to reach a healthy balance between taking care of yourself and then also being generous to them. But the problem right now is that, like, the scales are completely out of balance. I'm seeing, like, a teeter-totter that's, like, completely down on one side and the other side's, like, totally up. It needs to be right in the middle, you know? So it's possible for you to reach this balance, but you have to come from a place of self-love and boundaries. It's very key for you. It's very important. Because, although this person doesn't have your best interest in mind, it's not like they're, like, technically your enemy. I just feel like they were likely raised in a very toxic environment or experienced a lack of love in their life, which is manifested in this, like, very toxic codependency. But yeah, with this card, strange companions in stranger places. Challenges, use your imagination. It's going to be very challenging for you to strike that balance between self-love and boundaries and also being generous and kind to them. It might take a while, but you just have to have that resolve, and you have to get creative. This card talks about, like, yes, this journey is going to be very challenging, but if you can get creative in your dealings with others, then you can be victorious. You can have the happy ending of the fairy tale. You know what I mean? Like Snow White or Alice in Wonderland. One or both of those stories might resonate with what you're going through, actually. It also talks about after these two have completed their journey, how they come together for a whole new one. So it's likely that whoever this, person is holding you back from coming together with someone who's really healthy and great for you and similar. They're preventing you from starting a new journey, a beautiful new journey in your life. So, a little food for thought. And this final card of the light, see the light within yourself and everyone else. It's like what I was saying earlier about how, like, this person isn't like someone you should be like, oh God, they're terrible. Like, try to understand where they're coming from and what they've been through and why they are the way that they are. And then you can have more compassion for them. But also another message is, please start acknowledging how amazing you are. Please start paying more attention to it. I feel like this person does keep you down, because they need to keep your energy at a certain level so your energy won't leave them. That's that codependency that I was talking about. I just really need, the cards and I and spirit really need you to start appreciating yourself more. So the more that you can see how amazing you are, how truly amazing you are, inside and out, the more you'll be able to sense when there's a conversation or energy coming at you that is not loving, that is not supportive, and you can just send that right back. That's not yours. And then that'll help you set healthy boundaries. Try to see the good in yourself and this other person and the whole situation and the lesson. Yeah. For the bottom of the deck energies, child magical, I talked about at the beginning of the video. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. This I'm really feeling like is a parent for you. Like they saw your magic ever since you were a child, and I'm feeling like maybe they were jealous and they didn't mean to be, but yeah, they were, and they wanted some of that magic. And you still have it. You're always going to have it. There's, like I was saying, with the bottom of the deck energy being the Fool, there's this new beginning that wants to start for you. Like, I'm feeling soul family, or maybe even a soulmate or a twin flame. There's this new beginning with the Fool. It's like taking that leap of faith, but it's like you can't take that leap of faith until you deal with setting boundaries with whoever this strong influence is in your life, because like you're going to be held back. You're not going to be able to take this leap of faith because your energy is tied up. With the finish what you've started being another bottom of the deck energy, I think that kind of further confirms what I was saying earlier about how there is some kind of distance between you and this person, which is why they've been spying on you. But it looks like you've started to set boundaries, so finish it. And finish it by focusing on yourself and loving yourself more. Because everything comes from that. The boundaries come from that. The healthier dealings, the creative dealings come from that. And then if you take good care of yourself and you're like feeling real good and healthy and your vibration's high, you can be more creative. It's easy. It's not hard. It's not draining. Hello and goodbye. So it's like goodbye to that toxic dynamic of this person. And hello to a whole new beginning in your life. Okay. Who is your enemy and how do you deal with them? We will start with your tarot. Well, you're moving, let's start with, in terms of numerology, you're moving from the 9 to the 10. So that's progress. Okay, you have been in this anxiety, having trouble sleeping, having trouble of relaxing in general. You've been in this energy, but you're coming out of it to the end of this cycle, this 10 of Wands. So you're feeling burdened, but however, you are making progress with this situation. Now this is either a person from a past life or a person from your past in this life who's very controlling. I'm feeling different situations, so let's get into your oracle cards, okay? So progress is being made, although you don't think there is. You are at the end of this cycle. Now, if this isn't an ex, then believe it or not, you and this person have shared multiple lifetimes together. At least one other one. and they have been controlling, and this is a lesson in you regaining control of your life. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah. So they appear to be like your companion and your guide in life. I'm definitely feeling like really strong masculine energy. Controlling, authoritative. The shadow attribute of both of these came out. So, betrayal by misusing confidences, loss of personal identity. They don't want you to be yourself is the problem. And the shadow attribute of the guide places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. They're way more focused on money and the material world than they are about spiritual growth. You care more about spiritual growth. That's the difference between you and your enemy. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. Little brother, little sister. This is a controlling sibling. That, or they were a sibling of yours in a past life who tried to take your power. You don't see eye to eye. It's like a power grab. Positive, uplifting new friends. Feels like there's some people who want to help you with this. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. Now I'm feeling like it's not only... Ooh, this is interesting. For some of you, they were your sibling in a past life, but now they're your parent. Or the other way around. They're just not as evolved as you is the problem. For others of you, it's... Unfortunately, it feels like a family unit is kind of your enemy. Whether they mean to or not, sometimes these things are subconscious. You know, sometimes you're the oddball of the family, but you're the most evolved, and they're real focused on the material world, but you're real focused on the spiritual. You just can't see eye to eye. So it's like you're enemies, but like it's not that you hate each other, if that makes sense. Like you just don't value the same things. You don't have the same end goal. You butt heads, which is what it feels like. And it also feels like a power struggle. Don't let them have too much influence over you is what I'm feeling here with the Earth and Air Dragon. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. Like you have something really beautiful that you want to do in your life and they keep shooting you down, which is that power struggle, you know, that power grab. They want like their family unit to be an expression of like material gain in life, and status, etc. And you have this beautiful like spiritually minded dream. And I'm not saying that it may not be really materially abundant and successful. Who knows? Maybe you'll be super rich and like richer than your family could have ever dreamed. But, you know, being on their own in their mindset. However, that's not your main concern. That's not your main dream and hope. Don't lose that. Don't let them sidetrack you. In terms of the power struggle here, it's like material versus spiritual. Don't let them like pull you back into that trap. Don't let them squash your dreams. Stay grounded. Take good care of yourself. I'm also feeling like earthing. Like go out and put your feet in the dirt. Like go out and spend more time in nature. Nature will help affirm these dreams for you. Keep you grounded. You know what I mean? Keep you in that pure state instead of that like overly material mindset that really, I think we can all be in sometimes in one way or another. But it does feel like a battle between the two. Although, ultimately, harmony between the two would be lovely. I could see that in a utopian world. And I think you can too. I think that's why I mentioned it. So, yeah, there's going to be some positive, uplifting new people that come in for you. And with all this nature and this hedgehog love, I feel like you may meet them when you're out like on a nature adventure, just trying to like ground and keep yourself grounded, like this Earth and Air Dragon is talking about. Yeah. Cool. All right, everyone. That's your reading. I know, since this was by request, if this doesn't specifically answer your request, like I said, I am available for personal readings. Information is below. Bye, everyone.